and welcome to the Discussion Aisle. Today's episode is brought to you by Supernova, the digital hub. The Discussion Aisle the actor show say kutte mo kan people from different walks of life ahina takala stories to viewers kan takti punchai de. Aro inya nishna ajila special segment the Emporium Nagaland actor Vocational Training Institute Dimapur de se aro itula CEO Ma'am Tamchan Kala Ayer tai mokan lodi join kurle se. Nagaland the unemployment sector la sai shugule do itula kisadu nutun no hoy aro itu employment ge parawa diwole karne itu Emporium Nagaland to start wala ase kuina mukhan ge janai dishe. So we'll delve more into the topic hulibi itu nohage de. Let's have a look at what the Emporium family has to say about.
It's great to be a part of the Emporium family. My experience here at Emporium has been great. I have learned many things. One of my biggest weakness was I couldn't express myself well and I was very self-conscious, but after joining Emporium, I have seen drastic changes within myself. I have become more confident and bold enough to express my views and opinions. And it was all possible because of our mentors and because of their constant support and guidance throughout this course.
So far, it has been an amazing journey and experience being a part of the Emporium Institute as a trainee. It taught me a lot, not only in my personal life, but also in my professional life.
I would like to thank the Emporium Institute as a whole. The Emporium Institute provides a great platform to grow both personally and professionally. So if you are someone who is confused about your career, or if you are someone who is interested in aviation, hospitality or cruise line, I urge you all to come and enroll yourself at Emporium and be a part of this exciting and wonderful journey and see your dreams come to life.
Hunya nishna itu ase takanla Emporium students kan bra ki goi itula apni han tigilushe. But then to delve more into this Emporium Nagaland and then to give a wider aspect mokan lodi age de kwa nishna Ma'am Tamchan Kala Ayer, the CEO of Emporium Nagaland. So yeah, we'll have more conversation with her. So thank you so much, ma'am, for joining with Global Winter today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I just want to say thank you to all the viewers for tuning in, and it is just sending out greetings to each and every one of you from the Emporium Nagaland family.
So ma'am, I'm so excited apni kota kuri na ito hospitality sector de aro like more jankari lo le karne bishi excited ase, and I hope you are as excited as me.
I am. I'm really excited. Thank you so much. Yes.
All right. So without any further ado, ma'am, ito Emporium to kila year de start wala se, and then my question is, what make you start Emporium here in Nagaland?
Okay, thank you. Acha Emporium to yete Dimapur de 2018 sal de shuru kurishe. Aro itu pichide amhan before that Emporium do ini it's actually a Kolkata based company. Aro takan government of Nagaland logo de do programs and projects alag alag kuri thagishe. Holibi Dimapur de do mohan Nagaland the first time do Eagle Crest company, which is my company, Emporium ke launch kurishe 2018 there. And as for the second part of your question, why is it set up here in Nagaland? So iniga ase mohan laga the young boys and girls of Nagaland bishi potential thaga youngsters kan ase, which we all know very well. We adapt very well to the different challenging situation, may I say, and also we are very hospitable in nature, and mohan laga English speaking skills kan, communication aro manuhan logo de ini adapt kuribole laga skills to bishi bhal hua bara. Manuhan bi northeast de he bishi bak Saina for the labor market. So amhan yete Nagaland established kurado. Main reason is that, and of course the unemployment situation, which is very high. It ranks 4th in the country even now, and so that has been the main reason why I felt that as per the requirements of the job market and also the potential of the youth. And also the aspirations of the youth in the aviation industry, the hospitality industry and the cruise industry is what really got me thinking, and that's how I launched Emporium here.
Wow, I mean, what an initiative, right?
Thank you.
So starting from 2018, as you have said, ito ajitak la journey do kinata gisha.
Journey has been bishi bal thagishe. We've had a lot of support from the Department of Labor, Employment and Skill Development, and also currently we have been really getting a lot of support from from our Honorable IDAN Chairman Sri Abu Mehta and his team. Thank you for recognizing our merits so far. Yes, the initial stages were not that easy. Let me be honest, because we've had history of employment and placement though olop na mohan north easterners kan bahari ja kan olop issues kan thaga laga bi touched upon those areas amhan korne bi iman easy to thaga nai. But slowly and gradually, mohan laga, the results that we produced, aro bachakan, aro testimonials, alumni fraternity, to bishi strong ase mohan bi. So as and when the time, just kept on going, and results kanbarado speaks for itself, and so therefore initially it was not that much easy, but now it's really good. The only thing is ityado parents can, aro civil society organizations can, aro church organizations can, we have to really rise up together, because the evils caused by unemployment, though we all know, corruption as a depression thake, aro ghor de, there's a lot of trauma and disappointments. These are all the evils of unemployment. So we have to really pick ourselves together, and fight against this unemployment problem.
Right. So let me come to the figures now.
Yeah.
Itya takte apni la Emporium Nagaland par kiman nagas kan ge employment dina se.
Itya tak to muhan from the time that we've started, at least about 5,000 plus to hobone ki.
All Nagas?
All Nagas, yeah. Just 2018 bara shuru kuri na, because the first 3 years before the COVID, mohan PMKVY gugana Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana scheme, which was sponsored by the government of Nagaland. Thankfully, through that scheme, we were able to really, get a good number of youngsters employed, and of course now we have our self-paid programs, which is still producing a decent number of graduates and employed youths.
Nice.
So yeah, around 5,000 really.
It's a very good number actually.
Yeah.
Also,
thank you.
apni kan la itula space I've seen so many MOU certificates hanging in the wall. So can you please also talk us a little bit about this MOUs that you have signed also?
Yes, that's a really good question. Thank you for that. Itu MOU signing do kilimuan itu kure kule do. It is for the security and for authentication of our services. Amihan bachakan hi pathaya se. So parents kan korne aro ini community laga security aro for the youngsters itu MOU sign kurado mukhan it gives us a sense of security, of course, and also these are with top companies, top luxury companies. So we look to working together in such a way that until and unless we sign an MOU, we are a little reluctant. So that way, both the parties are safe.
Right.
So we are very proud of our industry partners. We've more than 1,000 plus industry partners signed with us all across the globe, and look, we deal only with the top luxury brands. So youngsters, brands like the JW Marriotts, we've got the St. Regis, we've got the Four Seasons, and even the aviation companies as well, which you all know very well which are the ones that are coming. I do not want to name them because due to protocol reasons, but look, we are dealing with the top-notch aviation companies of our country, and cruise lines. Carnival Cruise is one of those big cruise ship companies that we have signed MOUs with. So the kind of industry partners that we have in our network is pretty interesting, and very, very honored to have been associated with them as well. So yeah.
Well, talking about it, like me being from the other industry, this is like something that really fascinates me.
Really?
Yeah. Well, viewers, it'll our conversation to aage jai tagyo. We'll be right back after a short break.
Looking to buy your next phone in an affordable price? See no more. Supernova, the digital hub, is your one-stop center. Deals in iPhone and all kind of Android phones with card offer up to 5,000, upgrade offer up to 13,000 and store discount of 5,000 rupees in iPhones. EMI options available in Bajaj Finance, Samsung TMI Finance and Xiaomi Axio Finance. So what are you waiting for? Check out Supernova, the digital hub.
Welcome back to the discussion aisle again. Agadi, before the break, we were talking about so many things that happens in the hospitality sector. Aro itula conversation aro age chai tagyo. So, ma'am, itu mokan la viewers can be aspirants can bishi tagyo. So, itu training la process to kiniga ase. Aro at the same time, after the training also placement la process can kiniga ase itu olop highlight karo paro apni.
Acha, thank you. Idu training do 60 working days ase. So mohan idu kali hospitality ekla noigena aviation aru cruise line de bhi ase. So ineya ase ki for aviation korne do we have ground jobs and we have cabin crew. To cabin crew korne do class 12 pass to eligibility criteria ase aru ground job korne do graduation ase. Okay, so aru cruise line aru hospitality korne do class 10 pass para bhi itu do eligible ase. So that is the criteria. As I mentioned, it's a 60 working days program. Our job placement laga do itu सबसे important question ase. Thank you for that. Job placement do during the course of the training do ami khan interviews kan ane like industry partners kan do anigena tahan campus interviews, online interviews, so every time thakibo. So students kan do immediately they can sit for interviews ase de. So kunba khan do 2 months pichide bhi luigina jabo pare job to or kumba khan do 2 to 3 weeks te bhi ini pai jai tahan hi khushi paile do tahan idu offer do pai shule do tahan lo mon jale do luigina job to luigina kiba kro paribo aru mohan institute para certify guna idu student do certification do didibo itu number 1. Second of all, cabin crew la do hodai amhan do yete hai campus recruitment drive thake aru itu do khali institute students ekla karne nohegena walk in thake for any aspirants from the northeast or from anywhere. We get a lot of people traveling to Dimapur for this particular campus recruitment drive. We had one just on the 24th of last month, and we had people from all over the country. So yeah, I mean, Nishina cabin crew lado class 12 pass para ase aro itu do campus te ahe. Aro ground jobs airport te kam kuribule karne bhi yate he ahe bishibap na mona institute te ahe. Aro cruise line lado inika ase ki cruise line karne do prerequisite ekta ase, which I want to just clarify to everyone. Cruises te kam kuribule lo hospitality there in international brands there 12 months to minimum job experience to lagi bote. So itu pichi de mukhan ke approach korina mon assist koribo paribo na for cruises. And last but not the least, mohan placement tracking system guna ekta ase ki it is like a complete ecosystem of our placement cell, wherein from training to placing them, from their placement aro pichide after 1-2 years pichide job to change kurvule monjale, they want to upgrade their positions kushile the one and they want to come to us. We have that entire services provided for them. To ini mohan yete ahigina training luigina ja pichide do mohan idu paurishe inika nohoy mohan logode wapas ahigina. Many of them have taken jobs through us like that, upgraded their jobs. And may I also add that domestic placement, though everybody knows about that, I mean, India bitori so there any placement today, but one of the very good and happening news is international placement dibi mukhan number 1 ase yete amikhan northeast let's say since Emporium is one of the only what do you call that, training institutes or the companies that is a Skill International Center, which is recognized by and impaneled with the National Skills Development Corporation as they do. So we are authorized to place students overseas, licensed as a. So we are big into international placements as well, and so because of that, we also have an Indian passport cell, wherein Mohan, we assist people who are looking to go abroad, and we, as I mentioned, we have tied up with the world's finest, and so even with the international brands, we work with the world's finest and top luxury brands. So that's one of the, you know, that is the cherry on the top. You know, that international placements is going big right now in Emporium, guys. We've placed more than 500 plus students, not just our students, but we're open to even outsiders walking in and availing these, you know, services from us.
Mohan, society as a, I mean, Naga society in particular, we have, you know, like that concept in our mind that bahar ja se illegal activities can be indulged again, and then we have also so many stories. Like, is it just the mindset of the people?
Well, look, I would say it's the mindset of the people, because not everybody that goes out fall prey or are victimized in that sense. Look, I mean, so far, even after having trained more than 5,000 Manu Nishina trained Kurapichide, Ajitak Emporium laga records dido inigado nai. However, this is a very bishop bal platform ase yete global window to clarify kurubule la ekta ase ki ami khan bacha khan do upbringing to bishi important ase, which means ami khan families from homes, you know, aro to ini mahala we have a very strong spiritual community as well, so we need to really, you know, work on that. Itu de bishi work on kurubo lage kile mane life decision, you know, the wisdom. You know, when you talk about wisdom, when you talk about making right choices in life, ito ekta institute ekta barado, we cannot do much really, but however, it's a collective effort. But let me also point this out very, very squarely, that in Emporium, Mohan ki kure kulido, the little that we can do, na ki ini kiniga amihan bachahan ge paratak Mohan laga, you know, side fanibara educate kurubule paribo kulido. We have 3 different ways of tackling this issue. Number one is we look into, we have spiritual development services. Aro itu laga service to ki ase kulido, we have fellowships. And we try and teach our students that come into the campus that say, look, there are times when it's going to be rough, but it's that inward, you know, inward study, that inward looking inside, and, you know, the spiritual strength that you can get, and you should make the right choice. That is one. Second of all, we have the what we call mental health workshop. Itu dedo Mohan bishi powerful. I say this workshop that we have empaneled clinical psychologists with us, and this lady looks into the you know, the mental and emotional well-being of every student. So what we do is, Mohan, we inform each and every person, and we let them know that everybody is a winner, everybody is gifted, everybody can make the right choice. Everybody is faced with challenges, and making the right choice is important. So we have to be healthy. So that is one aspect. And so the third point that I want to add is we have a parents, student, and the institute orientation program, wherein we talk personally to each and every parent or the guardian alongside the student and the Emporium team, and we discuss a lot of not only official things, but also we discuss a lot of matters such as, you know, these areas that you have mentioned about making the right choices. How can we be one and be a influence, you know, to the child's life? So that is what we do, and I mean that has really gone well, you know, like parents have felt so safe, they've been well informed. I mean, many of the parents did not even know that, you know, the institute is really taking these initiatives, because many times parents find it difficult to get through to the children. You know, there is that communication gap. So that's when we come in, and that really is a powerful way of, you know, just sort of like, yeah, really influencing a candidate's life that way. So it really has been working well.
Wow. Well, ma'am, since we are talking about parents, community, or like naka society this actually the pachakta la career de parents plays a very important role in like deciding the career also. So apni bhi parents community karne eko message asna nahi.
Well, thank you. The question to be important to say again, of course, because parents, as you mentioned, takhanhi do yes, no, kubule la do takhana say beyond that to bachakan puru na parengona. So parents, community, aro itu a what do you call it, church organizations, civil society organization kangeni as a whole appeal kuribo monjado. One should have a very positive outlook. Na positive outlook ekta thakibo lage hospitality sector aro aviation sector, cruise line sector dilu kile mane idu sectors te he amikhan India devi in the country one of the driving economic sectors ase, providing huge numbers of jobs. To itu khande amikhan काम नकुरिशिलो दो अमिहान करने लॉस आसे किले माने इनिगा सेक्टर्स काने ग्रोथ भी बिशी आसे आरो not only growth income भी बिशी भाला से so one should be very open ना इनी open थाकिबो लागे आरो कुंदु कंपनी दे बच्चा दो जाए ऐसे इतु लगा background check भी करो पारबो for example आगे मोहन को निशिना इनी MOU sign करा companies खान लोगो दे मोहन दो deal करे so किले माने terms and conditions thake, labor laws khan tahan sab intact thake, which means bacha khan bhi safe jaga de jaye se kwado itu to mohan ki bhi assurance ekta di jaye na so itu hisab te mohan any openness ekta thaki bo lage so that is just from the institute side any mohalla side fani bra ini itu janai dia se ku chinta kor bole nai
I hope parents can be itula segment saying na ta can be you know takan la mindset di change I really hope that and right now class 10 12 kan la pacha results kan online na se and then itya they are also career shift di ekta la time ase so may I also know admissions la kinika julia se or at the same time if people are interested like itu Emporium de ki karne why would they join Emporium lastly
well okay so why would they join Emporium? Emporium, Nagaland is one of those destinations wherein your dreams can come true. Why I say that is because there are a lot of youngsters who have really made it big, okay, from, by coming here and the kind of opportunities that we give them. Let's say in the areas of hospitality, aviation and cruise lines, we are the best in the Northeast. I would proudly like to announce that. And it is a one-stop destination wherein we not only provide training, but we also provide job placements, we provide Indian passport services, we provide, domestic placements, we provide and international placements. We are the placement team is very, very strong. Logistically, bachakan bahar jaile bhi takan point of destination do napungchatak we are there on call so parents nothing to worry we have discounted health checkups which we have empaneled with a particular diagnostic center wherein children can get their health checkups at a good rate subsidized rate what else I mean look we do a lot of industrial familiarization programs. Most of our training is done practical, 80% practical and 20% is theory. So look, I mean, you should come to our institute and get all the information, okay? So you will not regret having joined Emporium. So that's one, I hope it's clear. And the second of all, now, yes, you mentioned children are at a time when they're making a decision, very, very critical decisions in lives, either, pursuing their further studies or should they take up a vocational training, course. So let me say this, vocational training is a must, I would say. Look, even the Nagaland University has included vocational training as one of its priority, because aji kali amikhan sabi, खाली डिग्री एकता बड़ा काम पा लगा दो नहीं दो skills एकता थका बड़ा assurance तो पाई जाए दे so that skilling is very important because skills थकीले हैं अमी खान employable हुई जाए okay so there's a difference between educated and being employable so with a master degree you sit in front of an HR and you can't speak, you can't communicate, you're tongue-tied, you don't have the attitude or the personality. So, kinika job pabo? It's not possible. So, skill development is very important. And having a skill is really just doing yourself a favor because you will be, you can be sort of accepted in any organization that way if you're looking for a job. Na? So skilling is very, very important. And so therefore, I would say that those that are looking to sort of earn fast, get economically independent quickly, vocational training is actually a really good decision to be making unless you have other plans pursuing for a teaching job or things like that. If you really want to have a quick independent life, nothing better than getting a skill and getting a job.
So ma'am, are your admissions open right now?
Admissions are open. Admissions are, it's kind of like it rolls every month because it is a 60-day program. So admissions are open if you want to take admissions. If you want to start your course, say in the month of August, you can even take admissions now. So, we're open to admissions. It's not like, you can think of sort of enrolling now for future is what I mean to say.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am, for joining with us Global Winter today. And then, apni kota kurina wider perspective, and then it's a new, fresh perspective for each and every one of us because mohan hospitality sector, be it, aviation crew, these are very new concept in our society, and then we always think, okay, but then this is a very wider and a fresh perspective, as I've said also. So thank you so much for joining in our segment today. Well, viewers, that was Emporium Nagaland CEO, Ma'am Dimchen Kala Iyer. Ta lode kota kurina ekta mokan audience karne, and then personally for me also ekta nutun perspective aro inside hospitality sector de mokan karne ekta nutun perspective anya laga ekta ase aro agedi konishna Emporium Nagaland is a one-stop center for your career. So I think this is something that everybody should look forward to. Nagaland the unemployment la kota bishu, this is a time that you should also do a favor for yourself and enroll green and nature la wings to spread wali la daimas nagi. So I think this is a very good initiative also. So apni an admissions la queries kan our eligibility la queries kan takile do screen la niche say you can avail to that also. So this is it for today's segment, and then for more news and updates like this, you stay connected to Global Window. It's me, Azin Jamir.